So this is the first time I'm ever going to be featuring a video of myself playing snare drum. I am petrified. What the? What was that? It's like, it's like a swan dive position. Was that an attempt at a whip stroke? But like a really bad whip stroke? It's pretty alright. Oh, okay. I'm still using a lot of arm to play the sticks. And my fingers are doing, whoa! That was a bit of a fierce upstroke, a little bit over the top. I forgot we did that. I forgot that we did the wiggle thing. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of The Studio. My name is Adam. It's time for the second installment of Roasting Myself. Thank you so much to my studio VIPs, Robert Utomo, Bradley Crowley, Ryan Carla, Sang Han, Scott Rader, Greg Harris, Dean P. Newberger, Mr. Grizzly, and J. Carol Gilliland. Thank you so much for your continued support. And today's featured studio artist is me, myself, and I. Thank you so much for your continued support. If you'd like to become a studio VIP or a studio artist, you can go to patreon.com/AdamTan, or you can click over here. Welcome back to the show once again. Hope you've been well, hope you've been staying safe. And yes, today I'm back on the roasting train because I feel like I need to get roasted more often. It's just a fact of life. But yes, if you're new to my channel, my name is Adam and I make videos about all kinds of percussion related content. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that red subscribe button below to keep up with my uploads as I upload every single week, and hit that notification bell to know whenever I upload a new episode. So before we get into the roasting, if you haven't already joined our Discord server, adamtanpercussion.com/Discord, we are going to be past 500 members, introducing voice chat, all of that kind of stuff. But also, we have some quality memes on the Discord, which we're going to check out right now. First one here, when the freshman snaps at the section leader. You know, we don't really use the term freshman in Australia. I think we say freshers, like first years are freshers. This happened a lot in the ensemble that I used to be part of. They'd be in their first year, but they would think they were super good. Actually, their technique sucked, their musicality sucked, they couldn't play in time. And when the instructor told them that they weren't playing things correctly, they would storm off, they would throw a tantrum, and I was just like, come on. Like, know your place. Yeah, nobody likes someone who can talk the talk but not walk the walk. Basic math for musicians. Sleep plus social life equals no practice. Practice plus sleep equals no social life. Social life plus practice equals no sleep. This is one of those triangle things, isn't it? It is possible to have all three if you moderate yourself. I know some people spend like 12 hours in a practice room or something just grinding the same thing, and it never improves because the quality of the practice is quite low. So that's not good. And sleep above all things is definitely very important. I used to sleep at like 3, okay, I still kind of sleep at 3 a.m. But when I was leading up to major assessments or the recitals, I would sleep at around 2 or 3 a.m. and then I'd get to the examination the next day and I would have massive eye bags under my eyes. Don't underestimate sleep unless you're catching up on Attack on Titan. New music, anything with more than 4 sharps or flats. Like I said in my previous video, this is why I don't write in difficult key signatures, because I just can't process it at all. Which sounds really bad, you know, you spend all this time in music school and university and you can't read past 4 sharps and flats. Okay, I'm trying. Your instrument when you want to play hemi, demi, semiquavers. No! I don't think there's ever been a situation where I've had to play more than demi-semiquavers. So for my friends from the United States, that is 32nd notes. 64th notes, very rare unless the time signature is really ridiculous or the tempo is really slow. But yeah, I think there comes a point where too much is not a good thing. Okay, that's enough memes for now, but yes, if you ever want to submit any memes or other content to the show, go to adamtanpercussion.com/Discord. Okay, so for today's roasting myself, we're gonna watch 2 more videos from that recital in 2014. So if you missed my previous episode of roasting myself, you can check it out over here. And in that episode, we started off by roasting my marimba playing in that recital, which was just... It wasn't it, chief. If you've been following my channel for a while, you'll also know that I very rarely, or actually never, talk about playing snare drum or any sort of stick technique kind of stuff, because I feel like I'm underqualified. Even at this point, you know, I've been playing for so long now and I still feel underqualified. So this is the first time I'm ever going to be featuring a video of myself playing snare drum. I am petrified. But yes, you guys know me, I'm going to do it anyway. So here is me in 2014 once again. I was in my third year of undergraduate study and I thought I was really like a hotshot, but actually I was terrible. And it's only when I watched these videos again I realized just how bad I was. But anyway, this piece here is the first movement from 3 pieces for snare drum by Ian Cleworth. It's quite a popular audition circuit piece here in Australia, and I think it's on a lot of examination repertoire lists nationwide, but maybe not so well known in other countries. Let me know down in the comments below if you've heard of this piece. I think it's a really good piece for showcasing technique. It's right up there with the simpler Delacruses like Delacruse 1. Anyway, before we even start playing it, you can already see my setup looks really weird. This snare drum, I think it's a Black Swan snare drum, and if I remember correctly, the sound does not match this kind of solo. Like, I really like the sound of the Pearl Philharmonics. The Pearl Philharmonic, especially if you dampen it properly, it just has this really nice, crisp, orchestral attack kind of sound. So I really like the aluminum shells. Those ones are so pretty to listen to. This drum, I don't know if it really suits the purpose, but let's see how we go. Yeah, no, I'm not expecting much. Okay. Okay, audio quality first of all. Whoa, that is really hard to hear. So far, I can already hear that the skin is quite plasticky, but I'm just gonna go back and play it for a bit longer before I say more things. You can also see that, again, I'm very stiff. I'm like, my shoulders are locked in position like this, and the snare drum possibly is a little bit high. Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay. All right. So actually, I can hear that the tempo is pretty steady. I'm pretty sure it's meant to be faster than this. The rudiments themselves sound okay. The accents sound a little bit overblown, in my opinion. I think I could have made them less. And my soft dynamics don't sound very clear. I don't think I was taking into account the boominess of the room. And obviously, this snare drum has a very wet sound to it. Okay. So that big accent with the long note, I could have probably done something with the upstroke, maybe just like brought it up like that, but instead I just went like I'm setting off a bomb detonator or something. I also note that my wrists are kind of going like this throughout the video, like they're angled outwards. That looks very unhealthy, but let's keep watching. Oh, okay, stop. Okay, I can see the problem already. Look at my right hand over here. See how my finger is sticking out? This is the same thing I was talking about in the white knuckle stroll video last week. If you haven't checked it out, it's over here. And I'm doing it again in this video. I'm sticking out my index finger. There's absolutely no control from my pointer. And that probably explains why I'm holding the sticks like this. It's just not very healthy. You can also see my elbows are very close to my body. They're like this. So it's just a very tight, constricted, not so good approach to playing snare drum. But yeah, let's keep watching. Okay, actually the double stroke rolls sound okay. One of the first things I learned when I was playing snare drum, no matter who the teacher was, is that your hands should always face somewhat towards the ceiling, the back of your hand, sorry. And the way I'm holding it here is almost like the opposite. Like it's almost upside down. What the? What was that? It's like, it's like a swan dive position. What the? That speaks for itself. That's hilarious. Okay, let's keep watching. Soft could be more soft. okay. Oh, okay, stop there. Again, see my right hand? See how it's doing this? So I couldn't actually play that fast. I had to hold it for dear life and play that fast. Now I can. Like now I'm definitely sure I could play it properly with the right technique, but that's just, we got a little bit of this, yeah? Well, that's why we do these roasting videos, so you can see what small things like that can make such a big difference. Was that an attempt at a whip stroke? But like a really bad whip stroke? Sure, okay. I think I screwed this up. Yeah. My face, I'm like, There are different schools of thought when it comes to performing snare drum. Some people like to be more flamboyant and more showy, more concerty, and some people like to be very strict and orchestral. But I think my way is kind of neither here nor there. It's like I wasn't really sure of how to be more performative with my snare drum playing. Look at my shoulders, they're so high. They could be like on the ceiling, literally. See, I'm literally raising my shoulders for all these little things. That is so unhealthy, and like that's probably why I have such a bad back now. This could be so much softer. Yeah, it could be softer than this. I'm rushing. Definitely rushing. So I never knew how to do like proper freezes, and back there's like mini freeze, a little tiny upstroke. But actually, okay, the diddles there weren't too bad. But again, I think they could be a little bit more separated. They sound like it's a little bit mushy. It's definitely better than the tambourine chinois video, 100%. The stick raise is valid, it's acceptable. My head shaking is totally unnecessary. My finger coming out is terrible. We're gonna be a little bit of the robot. I tried. Okay, Adam, sure. Oh, that was nice and soft. Nice little slow race. Me fixing my hair. Okay, so actually the way I ended that wasn't too bad. I probably could have held it a little bit longer, but yeah. Yeah, the fact that I waited to do it was pretty good. And then I looked up at the audience awkwardly. I fixed my hair. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just accepted it. The bow with the sticks in front of me looks like I'm trying to plow water. Not so nice, but it's all right. And I put the sticks there and I realized that's not a good place to put them. But I think the main takeaways from that is that my technique was just atrocious. Snare drum itself is probably too high as well. Just a lot of things that were contributing to this really awkward way of playing. Also just the quality of the sound. I feel like the clarity of the doubles could be a lot better. But yeah, if that was someone else and I had to give them a rating out of 10, I'd say I'd give them maybe a 6 out of 10. A healthy 6, no more than 6. Just because the technique is quite bad and because the clarity is not there and it doesn't sound that good. Wow, I'm surprised that I wasn't completely horrified by that one. But that's a video of me playing snare drum. If you're enjoying the video so far, please give me a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments below what you thought of my snare drum playing. Okay, here's the second video that we're going to look at. It's the one that I referenced in 2 episodes ago when I dropped the piece of cardboard. It is of course 8-on-3 and 9-on-2. You'll notice that I'm wearing a different outfit here, and so is my friend. That's because this is actually not from my 2014 recital. So this was actually the year after my recital. My friend in this video, Richard, he was actually doing engineering at the time, but he did music on the side. He was a very good friend of mine, and another good friend of mine, Jackson. The three of us were going to go to Melbourne for a short course. We put on this concert to raise some funds, which was a really popular thing to do at the time. I'm not sure if this version was better than my 2014 version, but I will preface this by saying I actually think this piece was the strongest thing of my 2014 recital program, simply because I had someone that is a good friend of mine playing with me, and I think the musicality was quite good. Okay, so starting off with the setup, we actually basically copied the exact setup of the original video, and we have the two bongos in the middle. We have 4 concert toms on either side. Thankfully, UWA does have a lot of concert toms to this day. We had a kick drum, a small kick drum, I think it's a Pearl Export, on its side over there, especially for this purpose of putting on its side. And then we have the music on these cardboard cards in the background on music stands. So I look at this one, Richard looks at this one. This is a really great piece, by the way, if you have the drums available. It's just a lot of fun, and it does use a lot of marching inspired rudiments. This was the first time I'd actually heard marching style rudiments. All right, let's see how we go. Okay, so that's me finding the tempo. Oh, okay, the split was pretty good. Now already you can see the tempo is quite regulated. Both of us agreed on the tempo early. That was pretty good. The drum tuning is a little bit sus, but it's not too bad. And the timing of the was actually quite accurate. But you also have to note that this is quite under tempo. Not too bad of a start. Let's keep watching. Yeah, okay. Now, straight away you can see my hands are way too tight. I'm using a lot of arm strokes to hit the sticks, which is, to hit the drums, sorry, which is not very desirable. I think I should be using more wrist strokes. Okay, all right. Richard counted the dotted notes very accurately. What did I just do with my head there? So I had a habit of doing this a lot in performances, like just fidgeting a lot in the background, and a lot of people don't realize this, but when you do all these extraneous movements when you're not playing and someone else is playing, it's very, very obvious. So just pay attention to me. Now, I should just stand there and wait, but instead I'm like waving my head, and it just draws too much attention. I screwed this up. Okay, so I completely screwed up that run, and then I went straight to the bass drum to like save myself. I was like, dum, 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 dum. I was like, Richard, please save me. Yeah, I should have practiced that run a bit more because there was a lot of clicking, but it's not a bad attempt. Yeah. No, Richard got it. Oh no, he got stuck. And then I reset the tempo. I had this 4 and 3 rhythm stuck in my head for weeks after this. I'm still using a lot of arm to play the sticks, and my fingers are doing, whoa! That was a bit of a fierce upstroke, a little bit over the top for the context of the phrase. You can see again, my fingers are sticking out. So I'm using a lot of arm stroke. It's not very good, but it seems to be working somehow. I don't know how. Yeah, that's very extreme. I'm rushing. I kept doing this in my head. It's so excessive. Yeah, I'm still rushing. I'm pushing the tempo slightly. This part was actually quite okay. Look at me getting into it. That was good. Okay. But again, my stick technique, quite poor. let's go. Okay. The solo. What is... Okay, hold on. Okay. The actual rhythms are quite correct, but the way I'm playing these drums is so awkward. You can see my elbow is like bending up like this. That is so... What the... The reason why this is happening is because you can see my legs most of the time. I'm quite fixed in this position and the drums are always lower than me. So I'm not really like trying to adjust my playing and I'm not like moving around to adjust my position so that I can play in a more optimal position, which is something you do not only on marimba, but especially on multi-percussion setups, because you cannot just stand there like rooted to the ground. Just watch this again. This was pretty cool though. I'm hitting so many rims as well, see? That pose. That was my favorite upstroke at the time. Those buzzes are terrible. What was that? Was interesting. Interesting split, but. Yeah, again, I'm doing a lot of this weird sword motion with my sticks that just doesn't make any sense. There's no reason for me to be doing that. So yeah, again, my strokes are just, nah. But yeah, we're keeping the tempo together quite steady, which is good. And that's partly Richard. Richard's being very, very steady on the beat. Oh, yeah, okay, so there was an opportunity to do something cool there, like maybe phrase it, but I didn't do it, and I think I screwed it up. It would have been nicer to and then getting into the unison section. But anyway, let's keep watching. Yeah! Okay, the high five is great. I love that high five. Yeah, the split's wrong. The split's wrong. We got the paradiddle. Oh, we got that part. And then this happened. Always put your music on a single piece. So what we did here is we actually put, I think these are like cork boards. Okay, see that? That's a cork board on the back of a piece of cardboard, and the cardboard has my sheets stuck to it. And what I should have done is just attach them together so that it would be just one piece instead of two pieces on a thin music stand. There's just all kinds of risk elements associated with that, and I should have just thought that through, because if this was an examination and this happened, it's just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. But I'm gonna play it a third time just because it's funny. Oh jeez, and Richard just giving me the assist. Thank you, Richard. I kept waving my head. I think it's because the hair was getting in my eyes. I had a very funny haircut back then. This part should be faster. But we decided to take it slower because I just suck. When I do my butt strokes, my hand is like doing some sort of boat rowing motion. It's so weird. It's so funny watching these. It really is. Just look at my arm. Look at this. Somehow we got that back in. I actually really like the finger part. It adds a lot of dimension of interest to the piece. Otherwise it's all just loud. And it's also one of the easier parts of the piece. pretty alright. Oh, okay. I remember we had to practice this part quite a lot. I keep waving my head. That is so annoying. Wait, did it swing? It's unintentional swinging. It's a split. Yeah, that's funny metric modulation, but okay. That was... bit chaotic, but okay. This is the last part. But yeah, this part should be much faster. I'd love to play it again at some point. I forgot my part. Oh jeez, those buzz tricks are questionable. Questionable. Interesting. I forgot we did that. I forgot that we did the wiggle thing. The wiggle, I don't know who came up with that. I think Richard did it for fun or something, and then we just decided to just do it just because it was really ridiculous. But wow, I completely forgot about that. Richard actually is one of my friends who just always didn't take things too seriously. He's always very funny. So I'm just really happy I got to play this piece with him and that he just matched my energy entirely, my chaotic energy. Yeah, okay, we could have held that pose a bit better. My hair, just terrible. So if you look at my hair, it used to literally just be like, literally just a massive comb over, but like I didn't know how to use hair products obviously back then. I think for the last 3 years or so, I've been adopting more of these open hairstyles so that I don't get this hair in the face thing that's happening here. It's just weird. Yeah, at the start of this year, I decided to change my hair to more of a Levi hairstyle so I can be like, oi, 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 mate, mate. Oi, 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 mate, mate. So yeah, that was actually, I'm actually still really happy with that performance. Not because it was like exceptional. I think there was a lot of mistakes in there, and of course I definitely need to improve my stick technique. It's just, it was so much arm going on, and then even like the buzzers and the diddles are just not neat at all. As an overall performance experience, I thought it was definitely a great experience playing with Richard. Again, one of my best friends. He's just an awesome person to play with, and I just really enjoy experiences like that. But putting aside all of the sentimental things, obviously I think the musicality of the performance was actually all right. It wasn't too bad. We had some dynamic contrast. It's not always ideal to pick pieces that are difficult and slow them down to your level, because that means you're not technically playing the piece. There are a few exceptions to this rule, of course, things like Bach, where it's a bit more open-ended. This is definitely a piece where you do have to have higher chop levels, and I don't think I had that. So compensating with tempo changes, not sure how I feel about that. Other things, yeah, obviously my performativeness is just not in the mature side in this video. You can see my head is waving around to fix the hair, and I'm just doing all these really weird upstrokes. Some of them are just totally over the top, like just one normal hit and it's like bang! It was a really great experience. So if you enjoyed the video today, please give me a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this performance. And if you'd like to see me roast myself even more, I've still got some more performances that I can roast all the way up to 2021 if I have to. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you haven't already, hit that red subscribe button below to keep up my uploads. Hit it now because I'm still uploading every single week on this channel. And if you haven't already joined our Discord server, go to asmpercussion.com/discord. Thank you so much for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next week for another episode of The Studio. Good night.